IoT is revolutionizing the insights companies can get from their operations. But what about facilities that are remote and have poor internet connectivity? What about industries where the data is either too sensitive or is regulated and cannot go to the public cloud? What if you needed to integrate data collected from IoT devices with back-end systems on your corporate network that are not accessible from the public cloud? Finally, what if you have critical operations that need real-time insights that are latency sensitive and the amount of data would consume significant bandwidth? In these cases, where you cannot integrate your facility with the public cloud, why not bring the cloud to your facility? Fortunately, you can with IoT Hub on Azure Stack. Now here is Azure Stack. You can see it includes the same portal that you're familiar with in Azure. Just this one is running on my corporate network. In this Azure Stack, I have IoT Hub. IoT Hub is currently in private preview on Azure Stack. It allows me to manage all of my IoT devices within my facility without requiring a connection to the internet. IoT Hub is managing 11 devices, sending thousands of messages a day. Let's look at these devices. You can see that my facility, I can track my chillers, elevators, engines, even delivery trucks. Let's look at one of these devices, the thermostat on the chiller. IoT Hub allows me to discover and manage the properties of the device through its device twin. You'll notice that I can send messages to the device and invoke direct methods or commands on the devices. Now, it's important to notice that IoT Hub supports two-way communication and management of all my devices. One of the great things about Azure Stack is you can develop cloud-native applications on top of the Azure platform services. Now, let's look at an app that my staff uses. Here from this dashboard, I can look across all my devices to see alerts, trends in telemetry, and analytics. I can drill into individual devices. These are the same devices that you saw in IoT Hub. I can also manage rules. You see here that I have a rule to create an alert if my thermostat exceeds 30 degrees Celsius. Now, to demonstrate interaction with my devices, I've created a virtual thermostat in this web page. Here I can raise and lower the temperature and see that reflected in my dashboard. Now let's see what happens if I turn up the temperature over 30 degrees. This should trigger an alert. Let's have a look at the dashboard. Here you can see the temperature alert. You can run predetermined tasks on the device. To mitigate the high temperature thermostat issue, I can invoke the air conditioning to cool the room. Now, if I go back to the thermostat, you can see that it has received the communication call from IoT Hub and has begun cooling. What we just showed you is how you can deliver an IoT monitoring solution built on the Azure Cloud Platform, but running fully within your facility. IoT Hub on Azure Stack gives you the flexibility to place your cloud in close proximity to the devices that you manage, giving you real-time communication and insights.